Greetings from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to the IPL5 Korean Qualifiers for League of Legends. I'm Tasis. With me is Andy. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing not so good.
He's sick. He's really, really sick. And I've casted when I'm actually ill. That sucks, man. So
yeah,
I'm sorry, dude. That's rough. Again, we're here in Seoul, Korea. Koreans, 25% of them literally play League of Legends, which means, especially for how competitive and big esports is out here, it means you got a lot of quality players. So even though this is a tight tournament, the skill level of the games, very, very top-notch. And I've been having a blast casting these games. I am not, if you're unfamiliar with me, I am not a League of Legends caster. This is my first League of Legends tournament to ever cast. I'm from Starcraft 2, from the GSL Code S, if you're familiar with that. Please check that out. It's a great show. So I'm really here to kind of drive the show more, to move things along and do a little bit of play-by-play. Andy over here is going to be dropping knowledge bombs, and we hope to bring you guys the best show we can.
We will try.
We will try. It's his
the
first time, the first tournament, I should say, casting, my first League of Legends tournament. So we're going to be feeling this out a little bit, but GOMTV, we take, as you probably know if you watch StarCraft 2, we take it very seriously, so expect the same in the future for League of Legends. We're going to keep getting bigger and better for you guys. So, so far, we've had, I think, maybe one game with a comeback.
Yeah, with the really good back and forth vibe.
Right. They were cornered. It got, a 4-person kill, moved back. Everything else has been fairly one-sided. I think as we progress, and by the way, here's the schedule. As you can see, I feel like that as we progress, the matches are going to be a little bit closer, a little bit more epic. We definitely have had some one-sided games, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with a one-sided game either. When you see serious domination, you say, wow, watch out for that team down the road. And as you can see here, the finals, there's been a schedule change. It's going to be on November 11th. And then, of course, will be a best of 5. The round of 4 is going to be a best of 3. So, how has casting been for you so far? What have you, for you personally? Because I've been doing this for like 7 years, man. What has been the hardest part for you?
Well, this is my third show, I believe, ever.
It is, yes.
So, I really like it, and I feel I can get better, and I'm always trying to improve. So,
and again, man, that just sucks that you're sick. I mean, oh God.
It happens.
A lot of people say, when you're casting, it's like, well, he's just talking about the game, and it's like, oh man, you don't know. You're just trying to exert yourself and be on the ball when you're ill is rough. So anyways, as you can see here, winners bracket Group A, Najin sealed against Xenics Storm. Yep, and as you can see over here, Azubu Frost has really been kicking ass.
Yeah, they haven't lost this tournament yet, and they're just looking really strong coming out of the World Finals.
Yeah, Azubu, if you follow any League of Legends, Azubu Frost, I should say, you're going to be familiar with these guys. They're definitely maybe the favorite here to win the whole thing, especially based off their performance here.
Yep.
As you can see here, Azubu Blaze and CG Entrance are going to be facing off in the losers bracket. And Najin Sword, by the way, doing very well so far. Taking out LGIM here.
Najin Sword versus Azubu Frost game was the one that was really back and forth.
That was, yeah.
So a really epic game.
A real seesaw game right there. Kind of a pendulum match, if you will. We're going to be getting to these games very shortly here. I am loving League of Legends. Again, I'm not familiar with MOBAs. I've been playing a bunch this whole week. I've been grinding. But it's really interesting to see, the way it operates. If you're unfamiliar with this, you got your top lane, your middle lane, your bottom lane. The players, of course, if they last hit creeps. And I know there's probably a lot of League of Legends diehards out here that already know this stuff. I'm not speaking to you guys. To anybody new what we draw in here, you got these 3 lanes you're trying to control. You want to last those minions to get as much gold as possible. Each character, or each champion, I should say, has a different build. A variety of builds at that, acquiring different items to give them, different attributes, whether that's attack speed or, life steal or faster movement, and combinations of that. And from there, there's also the jungle where you're going to take out neutral creeps, the dragon and the baron specifically, very important. And eventually you're going to push out the turrets and close in on your opponent and ideally destroy the inhibitors in the nexus. Here's today's matchup.
Yep. Today our first game is Xenics Storm versus Najin Shield. I believe this is the winner's bracket, correct?
Yeah, Group A winners match, and then from there we have CJ Antis against Azubu Blaze, I should say. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, I really feel like Azubu Frost is just out of control.
Yeah.
I feel like these guys might take it. If I'm wrong, that's fine. I'm totally okay being wrong. But I really was impressed by how good they are at just controlling the lead.
Yeah.
They're very conservative. But about that, on to this next team that we're going to have here. Team 1 of 2, Xenics Storm.
Yep, and in the top lane we have Mei. On bot AD we have SBS. In the jungle we have Norja, and in the mid lane we have Corn Salad, and on support we have Many Reason. Actually, I think Many Reason is usually the mid player, but I'm guessing Xenics Storm has actually changed their lineup a little bit.
Okay, and that's fairly common. You get these teams when you're this big. You know, a lot of times I feel like when you have a team, an esports team like this, it's almost like trying to manage a band.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of personalities. How do we play the game? In other words, what kind of music we're going to make here. As you can see here for Najin Shield, we got top expression, bottom AD, bang. Jungle is going to be Mokuza, mid, Hoon. And for support, we're going to have, am I reading this right? The text over the text is actually breaking the format of my brain. Does that say Vinyl Cat? Okay.
Yep.
All right, so we got Vinyl Cat over there for support. Any favorites you think going in here?
Players or teams?
For teams, excuse me.
Well, Najin Shield has always been a strong team. You know, all these players are pretty, or actually not all of them, but Mokuza especially is pretty well known for his jungle.
What jungler as far as champion does Mokuza normally play? Do you know?
He actually got famous off his jungle Amumu, I think, a long time ago.
Okay, he went for Amumu.
His Amumu is really good, and his Lee Sin's really good too. Yeah.
Okay. All right, sick. Well, we're going to get this match started up shortly here. We are decked out in our Hogwarts outfits here.
Just pimping.
Big pimping over here, man. This is what happens when you give Tasteless 3 days short notice before he's got to cast a League of Legends show. So, by the way, I've been playing all week. I'm loving League of Legends. It's a great game. It's funny for me because, you know, with the Starcraft scene, the League of Legends scene, a lot of Starcraft players are, and not me, obviously, but a lot of people in the scene are freaked out by League of Legends getting so big, which they shouldn't be, because it's like, that's like being afraid as a tennis player that suddenly golf gets popular or something.
Yeah.
It's like, well, they both have sticks that hit balls, but when in fact they're completely different types of sports, or in this case, types of esports. One an RTS, the other one a MOBA. Sorry, what'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. That must be my producer talking in my ear. All right, anyways, we're going on to this game. Talk to me, Eddie.
Yep, so our first 4 bans will be Lee Sin, Kassadin, Malphite, and Jace. Pretty generic bans. It looks like Storm banned out Lee Sin, so that definitely targeted towards Mokuza, who is going to be a very strong Lee Sin player. And our third ban for Storm will be Vladimir, and our final ban will be Evelyn. All around, so pretty generic bans. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too unexpected.
Got our first pick.
Yep. So Storm has picked up Ezreal now, and on Najin Sword they will counter pick with a possible Sona.
Was Ezreal the one that I thought was a girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So we might. So yeah, the Sona has been locked in.
Mokuza may be picking which jungler?
He is not picking the jungler yet. This if they do decide to pick the Nidalee, it will be towards top lane, but they will switch to Rengar.
Okay.
Rengar might be going to the jungle, or he might be going top lane. So
okay, so a little bit of flexibility there.
And on Storm side, we have a possible Orion and Blitzcrank pick. So Orion has actually been dominating quite a lot this tournament, and actually in the whole League of Legends scene.
Blitzcrank has been fairly popular as well down here.
He was actually quite not a very widely used support in competitive play. But recently, after the World Championships, he actually made.
You know, it's always fascinating to me to see how, you know, there's always the game itself, and then there's the meta game, which is sort of the game inside of the game. You know, kind of like a zeitgeist or something. Like what, you know, zeitgeist. What is the general feel of, you know, a generation or a time period? You know, the mood. You know, you have that with the meta game. What characters are players picking more, or maybe the most popular guys playing, and then that influences everybody else. And then from there, you see that influences everybody below them. And you know, you always got to be on. You always got to be on top of the metagame because it's always changing. You know? The way the league is going to be played in a year is probably not going to be the same as far as champion picks. It's not going to be the same as it's going to be played, you know, today.
Yeah, and actually we have the Maokai pickup and Blitzcrank put for Storm, and on Najin's side we have Zillion and Sivir. So, so Zillion will be going into the mid lane, and we still don't know if Rengar is in the jungle or top. So we'll have to see what Najin's final pick will be.
All right, we're nearing the end now of the picking process.
So a possible Katarina pickup on Storm's side. Katarina has also been you know, pretty popular lately. Very snowbally. That her passive allows her to essentially snowball team fights once she gets a killer assist, because her cooldowns are reset. And
now,
just jump all
when
over
you say snowbally, are you saying that then, you know, if she gets a killer too, she's going to be too strong for other champions to kill her? Are you saying that if she gets a killer, she's going to push a lane? Or maybe all those, I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. When I say snowball, I mean once that champion gets a couple kills, then that champion will start dominating the other champions by just having more items, more experience.
Okay.
But they actually changed that Katarina pick to a Irelia and Orianna. So these two teams have locked in all 5 of their champions. Jax will be in the top lane on Najin's side, and Rengar will be in the jungle. In the bot lane for Najin, we will have Sona and Sivir. And in the mid lane, we will have Zillion. And on Storm's side, we have Ezreal and Blitzcrank bottom lane, Orianna mid, Maokai in the jungle, and Irelia top lane. So, looking at these two teams right now, they look pretty even. Both teams have very strong picks.
What do we want to look for going into this?
We want to look for bot lane. I feel like we'll have a pretty. We might see some action bot lane with the Blitzcrank pulls, the Sona poke.
That pull is not easy to pull off either.
I mean, if you're an experienced player against a non-experienced player, then those hooks will be easier to land.
Right, you'll hard put them
in these games where you have two outstanding teams playing against each other, those pulls will be hard to grab.
Right, totally. All right. Well, what else should we expect here? Early game into mid game. Actually, let me rephrase that question. Who's going to be stronger mid game? Who's going to be stronger late game? And obviously that will vary depending on who gets more kills.
Mid game, I would have to give it to either team. Actually, both these teams have pretty strong mid games. The Zillion ultimate, definitely a big powerhouse skill. You know, he can revive a dying ally, give him a second life. Rengar with that ultimate at level 6 gives him the invisibility, gives him the leap. You know, Irelia and Jax both very, very strong top laners. Orianna also a very strong mid laner. You know, Ezreal, Sivir, Sona, Blitzcrank. You know, all 10 of these champions are just very strong, very solid. We should have a great game.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty sick. I got Xenics Storm against Najin Shield right now. And I'm looking forward to this. Of course, there is a small delay here.
Yep,
3-minute delay as we cast this. Now, in case you guys are curious, what's actually being done over the internet, we do not have them in the studio here. Since this, again, is GOMTV's first League of Legends tournament. And, I mean, expect bigger and better things in the future here, but think of this like a pilot tournament. But yeah, I mean, we got a 3-minute delay, so of course we got to let that game pick up a little bit. And then eventually we can go into the game and, you know, start casting this. You know what, every time I look at corn salad, you know what I think about? I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but whenever you get pizza in Korea, do they occasionally just put corn on it without asking you?
Yeah.
Dude, I hate
pretty
that.
Gross.
I hate that, man. That's this thing about, like, Korean culture where, like, it's like the service-based culture, like, here, we'll give you a little bit something extra for free.
I don't want it.
Very sweet, but I'm like, yeah, but this is pizza. You put corn on my pizza.
Or sweet potato. Or actually, yes, I don't really like sweet potato either.
Yeah, no, I don't care for sweet potato as much either. And whenever I go to corn, I'm always like, 옥수수 필요 없어요. Like, I don't want any corn on it. They're like, oh, okay. I've corn-proofed my pizza because corn actually has no place on pizza.
Yeah, I totally agree.
It absolutely does not.
It does not.
No, and then what is sweet potato? Is that kokuma?
Yeah, koguma.
Koguma, right.
Yeah.
Sweet potato, I'm not crazy about either.
How do you like the pineapple though? I never liked pineapple.
Oh, what?
I don't know. Something about.
No, pineapple is great on pizza.
Really?
Pineapple and Canadian bacon, man. A Hawaiian pizza. I
Actually,
believe.
Hawaiian pizza's not bad.
Hawaiian pizza's not bad.
Hawaiian pizza's not bad. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like sweet things on my pizza for some reason.
You know, actually, in general, I don't like. I don't care for sweet food. Generally speaking, pineapple I can go for, but yeah, sweet food. Generally speaking, I don't dig as much. All right, so momentarily, guys, we should be going into this. So, have you been playing any specific characters in League of Legends this week?
This week, yesterday I played a little bit of. I've been into Renekton actually.
Renekton,
the big crocodile guy. Nasus' his brother actually. I've been into him. Been playing him quite a bit in solo queue.
Nice.
He's not that much of a widely used champion nowadays, but I think he's fun. I think he's solid. Definitely.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Graves, which is the guy I was playing before, but I was trying to get kind of reacclimated. I played a little bit of League of Legends maybe like a few months ago with some friends, but I've been so busy traveling and working. For those of you guys that aren't familiar with me, check me out at GSL code as. I probably leave the country maybe like 11 to 12 times a year, so I don't have as much time to be a true nerd. I'm going to be a casting nerd. All right, and we're going to get this game up and loaded. Again, early game so important. It's going to set the tempo for mid-game. We have seen in this tournament at least one case of a team hanging on and staying alive, but and bouncing back. But in other cases, man, it's been some very one-sided games. We're going to see if that's the case now.
Yep, and here we go. The game has started.
Xenics Storm against Najin Shield. I'm tasteless. With me is Andy, who is very sick today. And if you've never casted sick, it totally sucks.
It does suck.
So I'm here for you, brother.
Please carry me.
I'll be your carry. I'm the caster carry, all right? But you got a solo early game, all right? You got a solo mid, all right? And by the time I'm level 18, all right, this is almost done. All I'll do is shout as the inhibitors are destroyed and the cast will look great.
All right, so it looks like just a pretty standard opening, it seems.
Looks like we got Najin Shield here hiding in the bush, hoping that they're going to isolate one of these characters.
I believe they're just going to ward this brush.
Yeah, it looks like that's exactly what they're doing, just checking the brush over here. And they're not going to stay in the brush for much longer because eventually minions are going to spawn. They're going to start going for the respective lanes.
So I was expecting a ward from Najin Shield into Xenics Storms' jungle, but looks like they have not put a ward down, but they did put a ward down near the bottom lane Tribrush, so that will give them vision if they were to get ganked early on.
All right, so we haven't had any players quite get into top lane yet. You can see there's been some caution here. We got Najin Shield 3 hiding in the bush for right now.
But the ward will spot them, so it looks like Xenics Storm will know that Rengar is starting. Irelia will be careful for that level 2 gank.
And, we see the jungling starting up now. And, as the minions are now starting to clash here in the middle. We got some leashing over here on blue.
It looks like just a pretty standard opening for both junglers. I believe both junglers will be using smite. Oh, this red buff actually resetting.
Oh, wow.
So this Rengar will be taking a lot more damage than he wants to from this red buff.
Maokai continuing to jungle here and just now finishing up that little patch.
Yep. Yeah, so Rengar just a little bit behind. His red buff did reset, so he will be slightly behind from Maokai. We got a Jack. A nice grab onto Sona by Blitzcrank.
Well, Jack's Oriana at north, or I should say at top.
And actually, this might be first blood.
Yeah. We see the life depleting, and nope. Recalling back home.
Yep,
she should be fine.
Command Protect actually shielding enough damage for Zillion not to be able to kill her. A lot of action actually going down in this game so far. Bot lane Sona did have to blow her flash. The mid lane Orianna also had to blow her flash. But so did Zillion actually, so both these mid laners should be playing quite passively now.
Yeah, we got Najin shield with 3 flashes, whereas we got 4 over here for Xenics Storm.
So actually Rengar Makuza just passed off his first blue buff to Zillion, which means Rengar will be a little bit behind in levels early game. Usually when you clear both buffs plus the small camp, you will reach level 3, but actually Rengar passed this blue buff off to Zillion, so he won't be level 3 yet. But
alright, so we're still in the early game here. And at the bottom, looks like we got Ezreal and Blitzcrank still fighting here for Xenics Storm. And we got what, Iriella at bot as well.
Yep, and it looks like Rengar's coming up for a top gank. Don't know if he'll be able to pull this off because it really has her flash. So it looks like he will just ward that. It's going down mid now. I believe these guys might see each other. No, they will not.
So Rengar and Maokai just barely not interacting with each other. So this whole area is warded.
Yeah, Rengar actually throwing 2 wards down in that top
By the way, it looks like Xenics, or excuse me, Najin Shield actually doing a great job warding.
Yeah.
Especially the upper left. We have some wards down here at the bottom right. Just a check for ganks over here from Xenics Storm. But it doesn't look like ganks are going to occur. Uh-oh.
So some slight aggression onto Sona.
That might have been an overextension. Oh, missing the harpoon there. Sorry, what is that ability called?
First blood going to Sona.
Nice. Oh, we might have double kill here on the run.
And he will not. Oh, wow. Sick. 2 kills for Najin Shield's bot lane. Maokai coming in here trying to clean this up.
Maokai will twist advantage. And he will take out.
Nice.
Very nice. Bang.
Nice. So actually, yeah, Blitzcrank's Rocket Trap. Yep. His Q ability. He did miss that onto Sivir, or actually, I think he was aiming for Sona. He didn't miss that.
Yeah, that was a total whip there.
Wow. Great early skirmish from these 2 teams.
So they're going to be able to push bottom lane a little bit here. You can see Maokai is just trying to hold that right now.
Yeah, he's just holding bot lane.
But I think most of all, really what this is a level advantage and a gold advantage here for Najin Shield. 6.8 to 7.4, which does matter early game. You're mostly buying those, the speed boots and the health potions, stuff like that. Wards as well.
Yep.
All right, looks like they've kind of regained control of bottom lane here. Xenics Storm has.
Yeah, but looks like they're just trying to. I believe they were trying to freeze the lane, but the lane will just push now.
Looks like Rengar is continuing to jungle right now.
The Rengar just trying to catch up on levels. He did just hit level 5, so he's actually on par with Maokai. He did not pass off one of his buff. One of his first buffs. Oh, my voice going out there.
No, I hear you, man. Again, Andy's sick today. Thank you for coming into work today. That would have been terrible if I had to cast this alone. That would have been like trying to watch an infant drive a car. All right, we got some heavy pushing over here. Jack's being pushed back to the top turret.
Yep.
The next minions are not going to be there. They're not even past turret 2 right now.
Yep, it looks like Aurelia might be just going back here. Once you do push that wave to the tower, the line will reset.
Right.
So you will have time to go back, get items, come back and not miss any CS. And actually Maokai coming in from behind onto the bot lane. He will twist advance onto Sona actually, knocking her back, slowing her. Ezreal, the Ignite does go down. But the Sivir is so strong, will pick up the kill onto Ezreal.
Nice. Wow. Almost didn't. He was barely behind the turret there.
Yeah.
But was then picked off. And you can see now we have 3 strong here for Najin Shield pushing bottom turret. Now, I don't know how heavily they're going to engage right now. We don't see as many turret kills this early. Is it worth it to kill the turret, or is that going to be more trouble controlling a lane?
I believe they won't be able to take out the turret just yet. I think it's too early. They don't have enough damage or minions stacked up, or enough champions down there. But what they will do is deny that bot lane all that CS dying to the tower. So it's actually a very great exchange for Najin Shield. They did kill Ezreal. He did miss out on, I believe, about 2 waves. Yes.
Looks like Jax is going to go ahead and move down past, excuse me, down past the turret over here.
It looks like they will try and go for this.
They're going to go for the blue?
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to steal this blue away.
All right, so Leashin over here at blue. As you can see, the other team over here, Xenics Storm, is completely unaware of blue being taken over here, but that, oh, nope, gets blue at the last second there. I believe that area was warded, right?
Yeah, Jax did take that blue buff.
Yep.
You know, Xenics Storm, they had a feeling, but they just came way too late to contest that. Here, just pushing out his wave. Rengar, I believe, yep, just hit 6. He's gonna look for that ultimate gank now.
And it's gonna be kind of, you know, once you get to level 6, that's when the game really starts to pick up. That's when champion kills become much more of a doable thing. Yep.
Yep, and it looks like Jax should be able to bully this Irelia. He does have blue buff. Rengar also just passing out blue buff to Zilean. So he'll just get that blue buff, go back to mid lane. But this Sivir just dominating this bot lane, showing that Sivir is a super strong AD carry. You know, that last skirmish at bot lane, it was actually, I believe, a 3v2 engagement. And Sivir actually coming out and picking up a kill off of that. Just a phenomenal play.
Yeah, really nice play down there. We got, again, more jungling. Well, actually, hold that thought here. We got, looks like what could be another engagement over here, pushing down at bottom turret. Now it's a 2v2 over here. 2 level 6s and 2 level 7s. Oh, excuse me, a level 5 actually, level 6. All right, turret about half health right now. So, all right, it looks like they could potentially, no, missed harpoon there. We didn't get a shot of that. All right, it was going on down here. I was looking at my previous game. And are they going to get this turret now? It looks like the minions are now going to push back over here.
They should be able to get this turret in the next couple waves.
What kind of item building should we be seeing here?
From who?
Well, you pick somebody. Talk to me.
Well, from Zilean, it looks like he's going a standard Rod of Ages, possibly a Death Cap or Abyssal Scepter. For Irelia, oh, she actually went Berserker Greaves, so going for that early attack speed. Berserker Greaves, I believe, does give you the most attack speed for your money's worth. So this is actually the most cost-efficient attack speed item in the game. So she did get that early attack speed. Maokai should be just going standard double, going for 5. Orianna looks like she's going for the Athene's Holy Grail. Ezreal going for that Trinity Force. And on Najin's side, we have Jax just bullying Irelia with that fade.
All the way back to the turret there. Yeah. Very nicely done.
So, you know, just Jax. I believe he does have, you know, a slight advantage. He does have one, or they're equal levels now, but I believe he does have a 1 or 2 item, small item advantage over Irelia, so he is able to bully her out of lane. Rengar, I'm not sure what he's building. That longsword might be built into a brutalizer or phage. So we'll see what that's building to. But Sivir down here also doing a lot of damage onto Ezreal. Spot lane looks very unhealthy for Xenics Storm. You know, I think Xenics Storm has to make a play soon.
I agree.
And actually, it looks
like they got 2 in the bush right now. One in the open, leaving the character with low HP out here and see if they can bait in the other players. Let's see if it works.
Yep, so Maokai picking up an Oracle, so they know that Najin Shield has no vision here yet. But
right, this could be a moment for Xenics Storm to kind of push back here.
Oh, actually engagement in mid. Oh! Zilean might be able to pick this up. It will.
Oh, sick.
Nice. Orianna will go down with that time bomb. Yeah, I mean, Najin Shield just dominating Xenics Storm right here. And engagement on Sona. I believe
Sona's
she will go down. But Sivir picks up a kill onto Ezreal. She's on the run now. But Zilean
back now. Oh, we could have an interception. Nope.
Yeah, but Zilean, you know, just coming there to back her up. She will live for that. He still has his ultimate up, so he will be able to revive her.
Looks like middle turret's about to fall here. These minions could take it out.
Yep, it looks like that. Oh, actually, mid bot tower going down.
All right, so bottom tower going down. Middle turret should be going down here momentarily.
Yep.
And it is.
So 2 towers going down on Xenics Storm's side.
And by the way, top tower here for Xenics Storm is also about half health here. Let's take a quick look again at what happened back there.
So this looks like an engagement on top. So Jax goes in with the stun. Slows, I believe, Irelia with the phase. Flashes onto Irelia, ignites her. Backs off. Irelia goes down to the last tick of Ignite.
Yep. Just eked out that last bit of health there.
Yeah. Irelia tried to stay alive with that life or spell vamp / heal with her ultimate.
Right.
But could not stay alive from that Ignite. Sivir here picking up her BF sword. You know, Ezreal died 3 times actually, so Ezreal really behind right now. He does need to catch up.
All right, so far for wards right now, although Xenics Storm is behind right now as far as turrets go, you can definitely see the warding here from Xenics Storm is looking pretty good, especially at top. By the way, it looks like we have all the players now meeting up here.
Oh, and it gets hard again on Irelia.
Oh my, heavens to Betsy.
Just, Irelia just disappeared.
All right, now they're going to go ahead and go for blue here while they have this advantage on the turf. And who are they going to hand blue up to?
Zillion, I believe.
Okay.
Yep, that bomb will tick off and just kill off blue buff. Looks like Sivir just going down bot to clear out this big minion wave coming in. Yeah, I mean, Najin's shield is just in a commanding lead right now. Almost, or over 4K gold ahead right now. I mean, they're about to pick up this dragon as well. It's looking pretty good for Xenics Storm, I would say. Xenics Storm will have to make a play. We'll have to capitalize on Najin's shield.
Man, I feel like Najin's shield, I don't think it can be stopped if this game keeps going the way it is right now.
Yeah.
Dragon gone, top turret, moments away from being destroyed, as we see here now.
Yep, I mean, I believe.
Are they going to leash blue over here too for Najin?
Yeah, that's their own blue buff, so I think they're just going to pass that off onto. I mean, Zillion just got Xenics Storm blue buff, so I'm not sure if they'll eat this one, but.
Would it be worth it for them to get it, or should they take it out just so that Xenics Storm can't get it?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. As you can see here now, we got Jax on the run. We could have an interception. He knows it's coming though. About 3/4 health here. They're speed up trying to get him. They pull him back in. And I don't know if Jax can escape here. In fact, I do not think Jax can escape, but maybe Jax will get one more kill up here before he goes down. Oh, beautiful! Jax now. Oh no, Jax goes down as well. But it's going to be 2 kills here for Najin's shield.
No, Jax actually got revived by
Did
Zillion.
he? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no kill.
I'm a scrub. All right, beautiful.
Wow. Amazing play coming up from Najin's shield. That perfectly timed ultimate. Perfectly, Najin's shield knowing when and how to back up their allies, showing up the right time, throwing out the right skills, picking up 2 kills for none. Just a commanding lead.
Yeah, a really commanding lead here. So what do they want to do from here? Do they want to just keep pushing the lanes? Should they go back to jungling a little bit more? Get more buffs?
Yeah, there's just, Najin's shield right now, all they need to do is just keep their lanes pushed, keep an eye on all the objectives, dragon, buffs, having barrier control, just not making mistakes, not getting caught. And what Xenics Storm needs to do right now is just stop giving up kills. Stop giving Najin's shield these advantages. Stop giving Najin's shield these opportunities to capitalize on Xenics Storm's mistakes. Xenics Storm really needs, to get their stuff together and make something happen.
All right, as we can see here, they're pushing mid lane pretty heavily right now. We got Jax and Maokai up here at the top, it looks like, as well as Irelia.
Yep, so Rengar picking up an Oracle, just clearing out some wards in Xenics Storm's jungle.
And their ward, by the way, Najin shield has done a great job warding. Oh, we got an engagement.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. Now they're going to have to, okay, they're probably going to, go back behind this turret. Looks like they're going to get this turret as well. Beautiful.
Yeah, just systematically taking out Xenics Storm.
The gold difference here is tremendous, guys. It's 20.4 to 28.4. That's an 8,000 gold difference.
Yeah, and you know, every one of Najin's Shield's lanes are winning. They have, I believe, taken all the dragons. I believe Xenics Storm only got one blue buff, the first one, and every subsequent blue buff has been stolen. The Xenics Storm just getting starved for their resources, you know, not having much breathing room here. All their lanes are being pushed.
They are getting smothered right now by Najin's Shield. I don't know if they can recuperate. I think they might have to turtle a little bit more.
Definitely.
And wait for Najin Shield to potentially overextend, but I think Najin Shield, excuse me, knows that that's probably, you know, the only way they could lose is at this point in time. Najin Shield also doing a great job of wiping out the opposing wards here for Xenics Storm. In fact, I can barely even find any wards. I think I can see 2 on the minimap right now here for Xenics Storm.
So I feel like Najin Shield should try and look for a Baron soon. They do have Oracles on Rengar. They have all these tier 1 turrets pushed up and all these other lanes pushing. They have a Jax, a Sivir. They have a lot of damage. They have a lot of Baron killing potential. It looks like they...
So they want to play it just a little bit safer for now. As you can see, they're wiping out any other wards over here.
Yeah, so it looks like they're just clearing out the enemy's entire vision right now, not giving them any sight.
Gonna go get a free blue here.
Oh, and Ezreal almost stealing that.
That was really smart, but yeah.
Rengar smited that blue at the last second.
That's
just
so
before,
sick.
Yeah, just before that Ezreal stole it.
That was so sick. Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
That reaction timing.
All right, so it looks like we're going to have a small skirmish here in the middle. This is kind of the phase of the game where, you know, you start to move in a group and try to hit key locations as you're at that level. You know, it's been really interesting. And by the way, the Blitzcrank here for Xenics Storm it's only at 8 as far as levels go, which is putting him by far the lowest out of everybody else. I mean, we have other characters there. For instance, Jax is at level 15, kind of taking the lead here. It's mostly due to a lot of the good kills that Jax got off there.
Yep. So it looks like Najin Shield will just go back and trying to push their lanes out, clear out the jungle. Xenics Storm as well. You know, Xenics Storm still has so much room to make up for. They're so behind still. I mean,
they're just getting swamped.
Yeah, they're just.
It's 23.8 to 32K.
Yeah, nowhere to farm.
Yeah, I mean, they really can't even get to the jungle to get the kills. The dragon's going to be taken out here now. It's going to be a gold buff here. Not a gold buff, a bunch more gold, I should say, here for Najin Shield.
Some more gold going to Najin Shield, extending the gold lead. Almost 10K now for Najin Shield. I mean, what I would do if I was Najin Shield, I'll just, you know, clear out the Baron area, either bait them into the Baron pit, or just take Baron straight out. Some more clearing of the wards.
Yep. No hitting the Baron up just yet, but I think we're going to see that pretty soon here, most likely from Najin Shield. I think if Xenics Storm were to even try to go for the Baron at this point in time, it would be too much of a risk.
Yeah, there's no way Xenics Storm could ever be a Baron right now.
So as you can see here, they're continuing to just kind of push these lanes. We got Jax right now jungling. And there is, in Xenics Storm's defense, there is a bunch more warding going on in their own territory. So they're doing something to kind of defend here. What actually, because I'm the scrub here, you're the expert. What is the general level that people are going to hit Baron? I know this is not like some sick pro thing, but
generally, I mean, 21 minutes into a game, Baron is actually not that common. Well, you could do it, but usually you'll see Barons around the 30-minute mark.
Okay.
Once players hit 15, 16, once they get that 3rd level of their ultimate, once they have enough items and levels to tank and do damage to Baron. But right now, Najin Shield does have. Yep, it looks like they will start on this Baron.
All right.
Do have Baron killing potential. Jax and Sivir both very strong characters to take down that Baron. I'm not sure if Sivir's going to pop her ultimate just yet, but if Yep, looks like they'll just take that down uncontested. Xenics Storm didn't even know.
Yep, they're going to find out soon, though.
Yep, they do know now. Rengar, looks like they're trying to engage onto Orianna.
Rengar man overextended. Rengar backing up now.
Wow, yeah. Rengar actually almost getting caught there. Orianna did flash out of that. She will live. A flash, ultimate, engage onto Sivir. Looks like Maokai will go down.
Could have another kill over here.
Actually, wow, the Orianna ultimate hitting 3 Najin Shield members, but Najin Shield is just too tanky, too fed right now. The Zillion ultimate did save, I believe, Jax.
Yep, Jax is going to be able to get out of there just barely.
Or actually, Zillion saved Rengar, I'm sorry, with his ultimate. No members from Najin Shield did go down from that fight. That Baron buff, providing him too much regeneration, too many bonus stats for Xenics Storm to deal with them. I mean, right now, I'm almost about to call this game.
Yeah, I don't see them, being able to recover from this. One inhibitor's already been destroyed, by the way. Let me put it like this, guys. They have not even lost a turret. As you can see here, these turrets have not even really been touched. They haven't even really been scratched. I mean, Najin Shield here is really showing that Xenics Storm does not belong in this game any further. I mean, this is brutal.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. This is a GTFO game, man.
Yeah, I mean, 6 towers for Najin Shield, 0 towers for Xenics Storm. Barely even. Granted, they haven't even touched this mid tower.
Yeah, I mean, granted, this isn't Starcraft. It's not, about, just structures. It's a lot more about levels and, item building. My God, I mean, to not even have scraped the towers.
Yeah. That really says something.
Yeah, it looks like Xenics Storm is going to try to go for some blue here.
Yeah, it looks like this might be their second blue buff of the game.
Meanwhile, it doesn't look like Najin Shield is all that concerned.
Yeah, I mean, that blue buff is nothing right now. Najin Shield with almost over 13k, I think. Yeah, almost 14k gold. More than Xenics Storm. Yeah,
this is insane.
Yeah, this is just a stomp.
This is a Rottwell stomp. Nerds were hurt during the making of this tournament. Now we got this turret down here going down.
Look how fast that Jax takes down that turret. Look at this Rengar.
Or another turret. And basically everything that is light blue is dying in this game. The inhibitor is almost taken out here now at bottom. Top turret just now destroyed.
Going down. Oh my God.
I think we're in a minute or two here. This game could end.
This Crane just trying to slow down. Oh, the flash Sun ultimate going down. A lot of Xenics Storm's player going down from that single ultimate with the boomerang blade with the double Zillion bomb. All right, Najin Shield.
Oh my
Orianna
God.
missing her ultimate.
I think the Nexus is going to be good. The Nexus is going to go down here momentarily.
I think these guys are just everything now.
GG. Wow, I mean, talk about that game was. I've said this before in previous games. I mean, that was more sided than the Mobius strip, man. That was. Jeez. All right, well, Najin Shield won. Really,
just barely.
Really command. Yeah. They eked out a win in the last second. Whoa, domination here. And this has been consistent with most of the games that we've casted here in the IPL5 Korean Qualifiers for League of Legends. We've just had these guys, players, just dominate the opposing team. Really impressive stuff. I love that Jax there at the end. Would you say, because again, I'm a StarCraft guy, would you say DPS damage per second?
Yep.
I mean, it was
just
he wiped out, I think, 2 turrets in I want to say it was under 20 seconds. Pushing through there. I mean, really closing that out beautifully. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break, but when we come back, we're going to have more awesome action for you guys, League of Legends style, here at the IPL5 Korean Qualifiers. So stay tuned.